know you had a really, really weird owner for a little bit? We'll talk about that. Welcome to Scheizen for Brains, some odd 80-ish, I forget. I am Wired Serial, your host, joined by the illustrious and glamorous JC King. What's going on, JC?
Did you watch The Jinx?
The Jinx?
Well, you said DuPont, and I could only think that you watched The Jinx.
No, I watched Foxcatcher.
Oh, that was the other guy. I was thinking the wrong crazy rich man. Okay.
No, it was also a crazy rich man, but he bought himself an Olympic team and then rolled on the ground with them and did a lot of cocaine.
Yes. No, so I was thinking the Jinx was the guy, another rich dude who like killed a dude in Galveston and cut his head off. But you're thinking the other rich guy,
John DuPont.
John DuPont. What a creepy story John DuPont is. Holy shit. Is that creep factor 11 or what?
Oh,
man?
yeah. And that's what made the movie, him just being like a weird, creepy guy.
Did you think the movie was extremely boring or fascinating, or I was bored by it?
100% boring, but it was both. It was fascinating as well, because once I bought into the pace and the story of this guy, everybody's performance was amazing, and holy shit, this guy, I don't know, he was weird. I want to say he was should have been locked up, but I can't really think of a crime he committed. But otherwise, just crazy.
This is a case, and for those that don't know, I guess we'll catch you up, because there might be some people who are kind of wondering what we're talking about. There's a movie, Steve Carell movie, I think came out last year, called Foxcatcher.
Yeah, 2014.
Which is, Channing Tatum was in it, and he was a professional, Olympic wrestler.
1985 Olympic gold medal winner in the Olympics.
Yeah, and then Steve Carell was John DuPont, who decided he was from the, what is DuPont anyways? That's
DuPont
gas,
is a chemical family or a chemical company, and they make plastics and weird shit. They make all kinds of stuff chemically.
Yeah.
But they got rich in World War II making ammunition for the war effort. And then now they're the ones that have invented space plastic or whatever that magnets can make dance.
And this guy, the guy that was John DuPont, who Steve Carell played, he was very this is like Norman Batesy, right? He was like a son of the rich family. He was like the second generation.
His father, I think, did it, but he had passed away. So the movie's about his mother, who's into horse, equestrian or whatever. So she has tons of horse trophies, and that's kind of a plot point. He's not into horses. He gets into wrestling, and he's the son of a widowed DuPont.
But because he's probably the movie insinuates it, but I'm assuming he's probably a closeted homosexual who has suppressed all of that. Yeah, he suppressed it all and is struggling with it. And that's why he likes wrestling, because it gives him an excuse to
roll around on the floor.
Yes.
Because that's the other big part. And that's what really I thought it was a weird movie until they started embracing, he was very, very rich. And he starts an Olympic team, and he has a training place in his house, and they all live on the property. The Olympic team.
The reason it's called Foxcatcher is because that's what his mom is into, the horse fox catching.
Right.
And it's called Foxcatcher Farms. And on his own, in the middle of the country, on his own farm, he's like, I'm going to build an Olympic wrestling gym. And does it. And then just hires people to come work for him.
And then it gets even weirder, where he starts wrestling with the people.
Well, he thinks at some point he starts, I don't even know this was a thing. At the age of 50 or 60, he starts becoming a competitive.
Yes, I'm getting to that.
Wrestler.
Hold on, you're jumping the gun here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I saw an opening.
After he starts roughhousing with the guys, they they're Olympic wrestlers. These guys are built. And then there's this little 40-year-old man who rubs himself around their waist, and then they fall down, and then he rolls.
He's rich.
Then he rolls over them a couple of times. Yeah, these guys are getting $10,000 a week or a month or whatever in 1980 something.
Well, they know to take the fall. Whenever old man DuPont comes in and he gets behind you and starts doing your doggy style, you fall down and act like he wins the match. That's what you do every time.
That convinced this man that he had a chance. So then he signs up for the Olympic over 40s competitions, because that's a thing.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
But it's a thing.
You don't have to be young and athletic. You can win an Olympic gold medals for just being the strongest person over 40. But anyway, he joins it, and then, like, crazy enough, the match kind of starts, and then the guy he's wrestling flops because he knows who John DuPont is. I don't know if it was actually he bribed him or not, but I may have missed that part. But the guy flops.
The movie still insinuates that he
paid him off or something.
Yeah, let him win. Yeah.
Well, no, the guy definitely let him win. And then he brings the wrestling trophy to his mom. And he's like, can I put this on the shelf where the thing is? And she's like, fine, do your thing, boy. It's a weird...
But condescending. She's condescending because it's not a proper sport.
Yeah. It's a weird-ass movie. But Steve Carell, I don't know if he won an Oscar. I don't know if he won anything for this movie. But his performance is amazing.
He was nominated. I know that. He did get nominated for the Foxcatcher. And, he really took on that John DuPont thing. The thing the movie doesn't show is that, which is weird because, like, it was a national story when this happened, is he had, like, a 40-day standoff with the police. And it did not show that. It was like a Branch Davidian level, like, come out of your house. He won't come out of his house. He's got guns. And there was, like, this whole long standoff.
This is John DuPont you're speaking of?
Yeah. On Foxcatcher Farm, there was a actual, like, 40-day standoff between John... It might have been 2 weeks. 40 days probably a bit much. But there was, like, a 2-week standoff between John DuPont and the police where he would not come out of his house after... And I won't spoilies it for anybody because I don't want to spoil it.
It's officially spoilies.
Are we going to spoil the shit out of it?
What, the movie?
Yeah. Or the fucking... It's a real story, so fuck it, right?
Yeah, well, spoil the shit out of it because I have to be honest, and I didn't finish the movie. I fell asleep.
Oh, did you really not finish it?
No, I planned on watching it tonight.
Oh, well, I shouldn't spoil it then.
Well, is it that good? I watched like the first 2 hours of I think it's like a 3.5 hour movie. 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going to fucking spoil it.
Is it that good?
Well, it's basically, this is where you're at right now. Where we just finished talking is where you're at in the movie right now.
Yeah, basically, he won the trophy, and then I saw the part, he walks into the gym, like he's out shooting with the local cops. For some reason, he has a gun range. He's out shooting with the local cops. Because I guess the same thing. They pander, they throw their shots because he's John DuPont.
So for Serial and everybody else listening to this, just watch Foxcatcher or Google John DuPont, and you will find out what happens, because it does lead to what the movie didn't show. There's this in-between section that the movie ends with. In-between section where I won't tell you what happens, and then 40-day standoff with police. But for some reason... They didn't show the police standoff in the movie, which was very disappointing. So anyway.